So LinearB, my company, very data-driven company. The service and product that we provide is for engineering organizations to help them utilize their data better so that their engineering organizations can become more productive. And you being an engineering manager, I just got to ask you, what are the things that you measure around your team's performance, or how do you think about data with your team?
Yeah. And I'll start with that. I actually looked at your product. It looks very, very cool.
Thank you.
Love the integration with effectively their current work to expose metrics and to help bubble up how to improve. So it looks super cool. How I think about and how I view metrics. So I'll start with maybe what I think about. So what I'm a fan of the most is, and let me switch this, because when people say metrics, they often mean a very specific thing. Let me switch metrics to data or information, because that to me might be a little bit more accurate with how I think about it. My favorite thing is data from retrospectives. If you have an organization that has very good and informed, thoughtful, and transparent retrospectives, you can effectively take now what I will say are metrics that you can reflect on within those retrospectives, and to have your team of experts provide commentary and maybe some reflection on what those metrics mean. Because, a metric is a metric, right? Like I think Nicole Forsgren published a great paper called The Space Framework. I think it was other authors as well. And part of the Space Framework, she talks about kind of the pluses and minuses of certain metrics and how to think about metrics. So to me, I often am not looking at a singular metric because I'm managing 16 people. I'm trying to look at an analysis of the entire situation. And for that, I find kind of how can we get data or information out of our retrospectives to be almost the most beneficial. Other real metrics that I tend to think about are, I like lead time a lot. That has helped me a lot in organizations, kind of getting a feel for, okay, we have this piece of work we basically did. How long does it take us to get into production, right? What are these steps along the way that are hurting us? How can we simplify those? Where are developers' pain points in these? Another one that I love is like mean time to resolve. So I just want to know when someone hands us something, what's about how long it takes to deal with that thing. And again, you have to think about metrics in a complex way, because these things don't always indicate something horrible or something great, but they are very good lead indicators, I think, from my own experience.